welcome to my channel. My name is Autumn Ambrose and welcome to me building a rustic farmhouse. So when I purchased cottage living, it was back in autumn 2021 and I wanted to make a farmhouse. So when I came up with that idea, it was like, oh, let's go and look for your typical American style farmhouse, and I saved a bunch of pictures to my Pinterest, and for some reason I never got around to making this farmhouse until now. I was like, what do I want to make? I don't want to make anything too much that is like very landscape heavy. I didn't want to make that something that's like really like how do I describe it, like dark and fancy, something very similar to the Autumn Manor or what's it called? I did a room build, it was a library. I didn't want to decorate something in those style. I wanted to do something completely different. And so when I came around to building this rustic farmhouse, I looked at all these typical American style farmhouses that I saved last year, and I looked at them and was like, I don't want to do a typical American style farmhouse. I want to do something different, you know, because it feels like I've built a typical looking American style farmhouse, probably on this channel somewhere, or it feels like I've decorated a typical looking American farmhouse somewhere along the lines, and I don't want to do it. I want to do something different. And there are builds like I would like to build, but I was not in the mood to build in it because, like I said, I didn't want to build something that was landscape heavy, like the Good Witch Village. I love the way it turns out, but that was very landscape heavy. And like I said, I didn't want to decorate anything or build anything that was in the style like the Autumn Manor or the what's it called, the Station House. Again, I love that style, but I feel like I've done that style quite a lot recently, and so I didn't really want to build anything like that. So there are things like the watermill, like I want to build like a watermill house. I do want to do that, but I don't want to build it right now. And I also really like to build a schoolhouse, like a converted schoolhouse. Again, I don't want to do that now. So I was like, okay, I want to build a farmhouse. I don't want to build an American style farmhouse. What do I do? And I was looking through all these American style farmhouse pictures that I saved, and I don't know how, but I managed to stumble upon a very fancy looking Mediterranean looking mansion. It's like, ooh, this is nice, very fancy, a little bit too fancy for my farmhouse, but I like it. So I saved that one to my Pinterest board, and I kept finding more and more of these Mediterranean looking styled houses. I was like, oh, I really like the look of these Mediterranean styled or Mediterranean inspired looking houses. I really do. I like, okay, let's actually make my farmhouse a like Mediterranean inspired looking building. And when I was building this, it felt like I was building like a breath of fresh air. It was so good to build something different and new, like a new style. I had a lot of fun. I built this super quickly. It was like a hour and 20 minutes. That's super quick for me. Normally it takes me, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours just the exterior, or for like a house, like a normal looking house. So yeah, which is odd because I don't think I've built in this style, or I have. It's just been like a really long time since I last built in that style, like this style, sorry. So normally when I haven't built in a style, or it's been a long time, I normally fumble around and it's obvious, and I'm just super slow. So I was like, wow, really? I did that quickly? That's great, isn't it? Short video, here we come. It's not that short, it's about my normal length. That's because I was most definitely building this house and just focusing on the exterior. I was just like, I saw the interior, I'll get that to that later. So this place is like, it's either 7 or 8 bedrooms with 6 bathrooms. And when I was like figuring out the exterior of this place, I was kind of flicking through two pictures that I found on Pinterest that I quite liked, that I wanted to use for the front of this house. So one of them was the fancy looking Mediterranean mansion, and then I found another one, and I was just flicking between those two pictures to create the front exterior of this place. And then for the back of the house, which I love by the way, I'm kind of thinking I could use the back of this house for the thumbnail instead of the front, which I would normally do. But for the back of the house, I was kind of flicking through 3 to 4 pictures that I quite liked, and there were so many elements that I wanted to include from these pictures for the back of this house. So it took me a little while longer to try and figure out the back of the house, but I got there, and like I said, I love it. I love the layout of the back garden, and I think I prefer, from decorating the back garden of this house, I think I prefer decorating the back garden instead of the front garden, mainly because I have no idea what to put in the front garden. It's like the front garden is supposed to complement the front exterior of your house, not to take over the front and exterior. It should help to show off the front and exterior of the house, but there also has to be something in it. And most of the time I don't know what to put in the front garden of the house. I don't know what to put in it. And during the back garden of this place, I had a lot of fun. It was a little bit challenging because I really wanted to use the the animal sheds, because I may have purchased cottage living back in autumn of 2021, but I haven't used the animal sheds up till this build here. So it's I really want to use an animal shed, okay? I want a llama, okay? I don't want a cow, I want a llama for this build. There isn't enough space for 2, so there's only 1 animal shed out there, so it's okay, llama it is then. I like a good llama. And I do pop down a chicken coop, and I really wanted a multifunctional space. So I really wanted a working farm with a barbecue area, with a lounge, a outdoor sitting lounge area. And I was how do I mix these two together? How do I mix a working farm and a normal typical back garden area? But I think I achieved it. I really love the way it turns out, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. So we have moved inside and we are in the kitchen. I love this kitchen. I love these tiles that I got from the Sims 4 gallery. I will pop up their name whenever I pull out something from the Sims 4 Go, so you can find it yourselves. Go ahead if you would like to follow them. That's great. So when I was doing the interior, I really had a clear set out plan as to what I wanted the interior to look like, because I was okay, I would love to decorate this interior of this rustic farmhouse in the style that my sister likes. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because my sister has never had the opportunity to go ahead and explore her own interior design or interior style, because she never had the opportunity to do so, because she's either been focusing on her education, or it's not been her own space because she's been living with other people. She didn't have the budget, she didn't have the time. So when she moved into her own flat last year, I've been kind of helping her out just to fill it out with the bigger furniture, desk, coffee tables, lamps and sideboards. But now she's at the point where she needs just the soft furnishing, and that's where you can fully express your own style. But my sister doesn't really know what that is. So it's okay, I'll take it upon myself to help my sister discover what that is. And because it's very important to have a space that it feels like yours, because it feels more relaxing, and you can just fully express and show who you are. So I already knew she loves boho style, just from the things she likes to wear. So I basically went off from that and I identified her style as being earthy, boho, rustic, and modern. So yeah, this place is inspired by my sister's interior design. And yes, it may be inspired by that, but it don't mean I'm gonna go for the colour scheme that she would like me to use, because I'm the one in control. I'm the one making all these decisions. And it's The Sims. It's not her home, it's my home. I'm the one who made it. So I decided to go for the darker, earthy toned colour scheme because I like dark colours. You may have noticed that if you've watched any of my other videos. The interior design colour scheme palette tends to be on the dark side because I like dark colours. My wardrobe is mainly navy blue. I've introduced like burgundy red or like purples to my wardrobe, but it's still a dark colour. Autumn is my colour palette basically for my wardrobe, and yeah, I just like dark colours. So I do go for like a really dark colour scheme. I did show like some of the pictures that I took for this house, like screenshots at the end of the video, and I showed her like, hey, what do you think of this? I decorate it in the style that you like, just to show you what it can look like. You don't have to like do all of it, you know, you can just take elements, take inspiration from it. What do you think? It's like, it's nice, I like it, it's just a bit dark. And you're like, oh, I like this room, it's just that wall there, it's a bit dark, I don't like that, but it's nice, it's that wall is just a bit dark, but it's nice though. It's like, yeah, okay. Like, I already knew that she wouldn't particularly like it that much because it's dark. She prefers more brighter colours. She's really taken to the colour yellow. I pointed out that yellow could be a good colour for her because her favourite colour is purple, and the contrasting colour to purple is yellow. So that means in the colour wheel we have purple, and then the opposite, like diagonally opposite to that colour is yellow. So that's what it means contrasting. Then complementary colours are the colours that sit next to that colour in the colour wheel. I'm not too sure what the complementary colours to purple is, but she's really taken to the yellow. So yeah. So I do pop in some yellow elements into this build, like you can see here. I have the paranormal side chair, single chair in the yellow colour. And throughout this build, I do use a lot of the gallery artwork, so the artwork you can get off the gallery. So again, I will pop up the creator's name of this artwork whenever I pull like a new bit of artwork from the gallery. So in this place, like I mentioned, I think I said there was about 7 to 8 bedrooms, and we have 6 bathrooms. So for this video, I decided to show you only 3 out of the 7 or 8 bedrooms, just because this would be absolutely huge. I was really trying to keep this to like a 27-minute video, because like, oh, I did the exterior really quickly. Normally for exterior for videos I'm like the 10-minute mark and then I'll pop inside. I got inside like the 6-minute mark. It's like, ooh, I could actually make this a 27-minute video, but alas not. So I only show you 3 out the 7 or 8 bedrooms. So for the ground level, we have a toddler's bedroom that includes 2 toddler beds with an ensuite, just because I felt like it will be more easier and more convenient for you if you're playing with this house and you need to potty train your toddlers, and it will be easier to actually have an ensuite bathroom close by or nearby. The toddler's bedroom, we then have another double bedroom next to the toddler's bedroom. I don't show you that one because I just feel like it was a bit more simple to the rest of the house or the other bedrooms that I would be decorating, because I do decorate every single one of these bedrooms. Bear in mind there's about 7 or 8 of them. I do decorate every single one of them in their own unique style. So I decided not to show you that one, but the ground floor one, but by the toddler's bedroom because it's more simple looking compared to the other ones and compared to the rest of the house. So I don't show you that one, but that one also has an ensuite. So right now we are doing the living room. So we do have a living room at the front of the house where the dining room is. That one's a bit more of a formal living room, and I like to think that the Sims that live here, they were like, okay, our family is expanding. There's not enough room for that front living room to contain all of us. We need another living space. And perhaps they were thinking about shrinking the size of their working farm, and they decided to convert this barn to another living space. So this living area does have some beams to hint at that it could have had another purpose before it came a living room. And so this is more of like a casual living room because it has a telly, has like a little like PS4 or like gaming station next to it, so you can play games here. But when I was decorating this second living room, I was having a day where I was just full of like self-doubt. Everything that I was doing, any decision making that I was doing, if I had to reply to someone because they commented on like one of my videos, I took so long to think of like a reply. It's like, is that a good reply? I don't know, and I'll just leave it because I couldn't make my mind up if I was coming across the way I wanted to. So I was like, okay, let's just go to The Sims and just calm, just chill out. And I did this living room, and it followed me. My self-doubt followed me to The Sims 4. And I was like, does this look good? I don't know. Does this look good? I don't know. So this changes a lot. Not a lot. I basically changed the fireplace. So at the moment we have the cottage living fireplace. I do change it for the other cottage living fireplace, and the more stony looking one. I just felt like this one was a bit more formal looking, and we have this one in the formal living room anyway, so, and I felt like the stone fireplace from cottage living looks more relaxed. The sofa there, so the purple sofa that I have at the moment, it's my favourite sofa. It is the Paranormal Stuff Pack sofa. I changed that up for a seasonal sofa, and I like a white cover with the light wood. Just felt like it suited the black wall a little bit better, and also it ties in with the light wood with the what's it called, the artwork on the black wall. I also changed the ceiling light. So at the moment we have like this strip light from Cats and Dogs. I changed it to the teardrop fitness stuff lights. I don't really use anything from the fitness stuff pack. If there's one pack that I wish I didn't buy, it would be the fitness stuff pack, because I just don't use, it's not the style that I like. It's very modern. You may have noticed I don't really do modern builds. I am really wanting to do a modern build, mainly because I really want to do a small home, because when I was doing like decorating this place, like I said, it's 8 to 7 bedrooms, so it's huge. And I was all like going through the motions whilst decorating this place, because when I first went inside and did the kitchen, dining, living room area, I basically did that in one day. And I was on a roll. It was like so easy, and yeah, I was in the flow, in the groove doing it. And then I had to do this entire design. It's split over several days, and every single day just got like progressively worse, like my mood towards this build. And towards the end, it's like, is this the last bedroom? Please tell me this is the last bedroom. I don't want to do any more bedrooms. I want to build a small build. It's a really small, tiny, little, dinky, little 1-bedroom build with hardly any landscaping to do. It's only got your 1 bedroom. It's gonna be great. Can I do that now? I don't want to do this anymore. So yeah, it slightly broke me, this build, a little bit. So this is the only bedroom that I'm showing you for the ground floor. So this is the third bedroom on the ground floor. Again, it has an ensuite. All the ensuites, the laundry room and the kitchen are all in the same style. So if you don't like the kitchen, you're not going to like the laundry room or the bathroom. So I'm sorry. So I decided to show you this bedroom on the ground floor because I decided to use a different creator for the artwork that I popped down in this bedroom because yes, I do use artwork from the guy for the other bedroom by the living room area, the second living room area. But you already saw me drag their wall of art out. And since I'm popping someone else's, like a new creator's artwork, I thought it would be better to credit their artwork instead, because you already seen me pull out their artwork previously. Because you may have noticed that some of these creators, they have several different bits of artwork on their wall, and that's what I decided to use in the other bedroom by the second living room. So this is the bedroom that I'm calling the dark bedroom because it's quite dark. Not like lighting wise, just like colour wise. So I do check that in every single one of my builds. I do check that they are well lit, like proper lighting, so you can see what's happening, see what your sims are doing, and not too dim, not too dark, because I am aware that my buildings are typically quite dark, furniture colour wise, and just everything. So I do check that every single one of my builds has good lighting, and you can see what's happening. So it's only dark in colour and by furniture, not in lighting. So I really wanted to create my own feature headboard, and I didn't really want to go ahead and make it out using the cottage living wooden planks and then using the tool mod to create like a interesting looking headboard. I don't want to do that. I got like, by this point I had the green bedroom, which is next to it, literally on the other side of the wall. I had the teenagers' bedroom to decorate, I had the kids' bedroom to decorate, I had the other main bedroom to decorate. You can choose which main bedroom you want, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them have double beds in them, so you can pick which one is your main bedroom. And so I was like, I have like 4 other bedrooms to decorate after this one, and I don't want to use the tool mod. I love the tool mod, it's great, you can do so much with it, but I'm super slow because I'm not fully convinced that I fully know how to use it, or I'm like, does this go the way I want it? No, it goes the other way. Okay, let's just reset that and do it the other way, shall we? I do it so many times, like the amount of times I want an object to be rotated to the left, but it goes over to the right, and I'm like, oh, okay. So this is the green bedroom. I really like this bedroom. There's something about it, but I kind of feel like some people go, ew, nah, it's not for me. That's okay. That's okay. If you don't like it, that's okay. But I kind of like this. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. And because I knew that the contrasting colour to green is pink, I really wanted to add in some pink elements to this the room. I wanted pink elements to the room, so I do put down the pink jungle adventure mirror that's got like kind of like leans up against the wall. So I chose the pink colour for that one. The jungle adventure potted plant, I made sure it came in the pink pot. Also put down a Sims 4 gallery artwork that has like a pink hue background to it. Can't really tell it's pink because of the warm track lighting that I've used from Cats and Dogs. And again, I'm just decorating the top of these bookcases that I swiveled around to create this unique looking headboard type thingamabob. And again, I'm popping down some candles. In my head, I am thinking that they are like the fake candles that you can turn on like remote, like they have battery operated candles. That's what I'm thinking. They're battery operated candles. Let's decide that. This picture here, so this like black and white picture, I never seen it before. I pulled it like out when I was decorating one of the bedrooms downstairs. I was like, what where did this come from? What? I haven't seen it before, and it just took me back because when did this come into the game? It must have been like in one of those free Sims delivery type thingamabobs, because I was like, I don't remember seeing it. Why am I seeing it for the first time? I kind of feel like it's been in the game for bloody ages, and it's just like I'm just seeing it for the first time. So yeah, put down like a little ottoman in like a yellow colour, because the complementary colour to green is yellow. So here I am doing or decorating the like arts and crafts room, because like I said, I'm decorating with my sister in mind. And out the two of us, my sister is the academic one and I'm the creative one. But she does like to knit and do crocheting and things like that, woolly stuff. And I had a go at this like knitting, and it wasn't for me. I'll just stick to like my baking, my drawing, my origami, my Simsy. I would stick to that stuff and leave all the knitting stuff to my sister. So this is like a little knitting arts and craft room. I do put in an arts easel. Both of us are not very good at painting. I can paint a wall, so can my sister, but we're not very good painters. But I thought it'd be like a nice thing to pop down. I also pop down the kids arts craft station, so perhaps your sim, like one of your older sims and your kid can go and paint at the same time. I just thought it'd be like really cute and sweet little things to like do. The wooden hand and the, I don't know what it's called, the box with the round ring thing, those two things, they keep popping off every time I reloaded back into this game, onto this lot. For some reason, those two items, even though they were legitimately placed without bb.move objects, they just keep popping off and pop back into the Sims inventory. I don't know why. It was very annoying. So here I love this. So I'm currently decorating and trying to make it look like that these bushes or low-lying flowers are actual interactive plants that your Sims can harvest and fertilize and do all that stuff, because I'm trying to make it look like raised bedding, that your Sims can sort of like plant your like carrots and stuff like that, but alas they cannot do that. So I was like, oh, that's a bit of a bummer. It would look so good if you could actually put your carrots or raspberry bushes into these raised planters. But then I remembered we got these like cluster of mushrooms in Cottage Living in the debug catalogue. I was like, oh, I could use those so it looks like your Sims are growing mushrooms in these raised bedding. Then I had the problem that it would be like slightly see-through, that you could see that it's just half walls. So I was like, oh, I could use the like these like troughs that had soil in them, again from the Cottage Living pack in debug. They would probably use like in front of like a commercial place like a pub. I could use them and look like there's soil underneath. So I'm super happy with it. I know it's just like a small detail, but when I was looking up like layouts for this garden, I really wanted to include these raised beddings, because it just adds a little more extra detail, another element, a different type of height in the garden, and it's just more accessible for more Sims. So this is where I'm going to leave you. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. So thank you.